So the other part of the Hadaka Jime is controlling the lower half of the body. So like when I'm going for this, what I'm going to do is sink in my legs really tight to be able to drive him down and break down his posture. If I want to break him down to go for it, it's going to be awkward to go for here. I can go for it, but I can get knocked over. So ultimately, I want to break it down somewhere, whether it's a 2-on-1, whether I want to Superman out, I'm going to use my hips to really drive him down and control his posture to where he can't use his legs to do anything. So from there, I'm just going to work that same position that Derrick was talking about. And I like to really just drive in, get a firm grip here, use the back of the hand, drive in with my hips. If he starts, the other thing is he doesn't really have any hands to control. If he gets something in there, I'm going to get real tight just like Derrick was doing, because I don't want to give him anything to control here. So if I have to back up a little to get from him to grabbing him, that's what I'm going to do.
So Mike, we got some background noise. Anybody watching the video, a lot of the guys are practicing throwing practice in the background. By the way, we're in the boxing MMA ring, and the guys on the judo jiu-jitsu mat, sambo mat, are all beating the snot out of each other, so it's why you may not hear us very well. But basically what you're saying here, Mike, is that you want to flatten them out, get a rodeo ride, and control, get the hooks in. And what you said initially was really a key thing. A lot of chokes, almost all chokes, start with your legs. That sounds, well, what do you mean I'm not choking with my legs? Well, yeah, I am, because you're controlling with the legs. So by flattening them out and controlling with the legs, that controls the upper body.
Don't do this, because this is not good. I'm going to lose it. So if I'm in here working, hand fighting, I'm hand fighting his neck. And I'm really getting tight, and I'm continuing to drive with the legs.
Yeah, that's another thing you guys were pointing out earlier when we were talking about the basic figure 4, as it were, application, Hadaka Jime. There's a lot of hand fighting going on. He's not going to let you choke him or strangle him. So what you have to do is slide that in. You really use the back of your hand on the back of his head and like a knife slice into him. That's what you guys are doing. Can you show that again? I'll get it, just flatten them out. We can kind of get a view from here. Flatten out, bam. Okay, I got too close. Let me get away here from you. Okay, there we go. Coming up through there. And you got it. Now, stay there without killing the poor guy. But look at, I'm gonna switch the camera to the back end here, and look, everybody can see, anybody knows chokes, you want his feet flailing in the air like that. Mike's leaning forward, driving into the action of the choke with the feet up in the air, Derrick's feet up in the air, waving bye-bye, waving tap out. And that's what we've got there. So that's a key thing in flattening him out in a rodeo ride, because you want to make it extremely uncomfortable. His face is flat on the mat, and he has nowhere to go except in your arms. Out, yeah, out. They can go out. That's good. We're good, but he can tap out first.
Solid finish then. I mean, if we're putting here for posture, we're in a seated position. I've got to work a lot harder to get that choke, because he's still got his legs, but I'm going to control as much as I can. I'm going to do the same technique that Derrick does, whereas I'm just climbing up his shoulder to really sink it in tight. I like to shove him forward, keep it in as tight as I can.
But it all started, Mike, with your right hand around and really manipulating that shoulder in. See that key point there? That really works there.
Like to drag. Yeah.
And you've got to control it, and then you can finish it out.
And I don't want to finish there on my back, but I did.
Yeah, we don't like to have the weight of our opponent on us. Yeah, you're right. But in that case, sometimes you might. So that's the case. So it's a good old-fashioned figure 4 approach. The good old sleeper hold from catch wrestling, Hadaka Jime, naked strangle, naked constriction. Okay? Thanks a lot, guys. That was good. Now,